Alright, Shalom. I'm the brother Tasiyat coming back with another video. But before I start off, I would like to give all praises and the highest honor to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Makakodash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akyam across this world, which means the brothers who are spreading this knowledge and truth in sincerity. And Shalom, meaning peace and greetings unto you, sincere brothers and sisters out there who are also listening, and may the election be upon your households. God Shalom. So we're living in some prophetic times right now. Okay, we're living in some times where a lot of things are happening. Okay, there's so much happening right now that daily there's news about a fire that happened here. Somebody got killed over there. Somebody got raped. Okay, there's wars going on. You name it, man. Riots. Okay, the food getting poisoned. Okay, the clean drinking water, so-called clean drinking water, is dirty. You know, well, I say clean drinking water, but I can't remember when the water was clean for the last time. Anyway, there's a lot of things going on right now, and what I just came across is an article from the leader of NATO. Okay, and he was the former minister of Holland. Okay, so the people that live in Holland, they always think that nothing will harm them, that nothing will happen to this country. They always think that they are excluded. And for me personally, we in this country also have not really seen any big chaotic things that it went out of out of control. So the people here that live here, we're gonna see some things, man. Okay, other people that might live in South America or Africa or Asia, they might have seen certain things and are used to certain type of chaos. But we in the west of Europe, we ain't used to this, man. So prepare yourself, man. Things are gonna happen. Okay, so right now, let me show you the article. Okay, the article is from the ad.nl, which is actually a Dutch website with news, but I'm gonna translate it to the English so y'all can read along with me. Okay, so this is the article. You see the leader of the NATO. So let me read the title. It says, "More money for defense. Otherwise, we might as well learn Russian or leave for New Zealand." Okay, NATO chief Mark Rutte will chair his first major NATO summit on Wednesday. This is for educational purposes. He will do so the day after he called in the European Parliament to drastically increase their defense spending. If that doesn't happen, we'd better learn Russian or go to New Zealand, he said. So if the money doesn't go to the defense, like drones, warplanes, and whatnot, if we don't spend it, then he says we might as well learn Russian then, So, so basically he says like, hey, buckle up, man. It's it's time to wake up, man. We got to prepare ourselves. And of course, these devils always have a plan behind it. Okay, they're trying to spread misinformation. They're trying to scare the people off. But either way, what happens, make sure that you and your household, at least have like, you could say have like food or clean drinking water for maybe a few days, depending on how big your family is. Okay, because we ultimately know that the Most High is going to guide us in those times when there's no food in the stores, when the stores are empty. But it's good to prepare yourself to a certain extent, okay, with food and drinking water, maybe fruits or whatnot. All right, because in these times, when there's no food, no clean drinking water, the first 24 hours, and you have nothing. You don't even have a light when the electricity goes off. You don't even have a small lamp. So these are simple, basic things that you can have, man. Okay, you can prepare yourself, okay, to a certain extent, as long as you don't put your full trust in these materials, man. So let me read a part of the article. It says, "All the summit in Helsinki at the summit in Helsinki, The military chiefs of all NATO countries will meet. The former prime minister will share the chairmanship of the NATO summit on Wednesday with another Dutchman, the highest military officer at NATO, Rob Bauer. He will leave after his 2-day meeting after 3 years of service. He also warns the other NATO countries that they must prepare for war. Okay? According to him, that is the only way to keep the peace. So you see these devils, they say in order to keep peace, you got to prepare for war. Okay? Okay, the life was stripping. So they always have excuses for themselves to, make themselves come over as the good ones. Okay, they're pushing Russia to the border. They're forcing Russia to defend themselves, and when Russia defends themselves, they call Russia the bad guys. Meanwhile, the NATO, USA, they are the ones that initiate this. Okay, they break their treaties. Their contracts that they have. They always break it, man. And don't get it twisted, man. The Most High is also against the so-called Russians. Okay, but he's gonna use them to make an end to this wicked system. Okay, because Satan against Satan cannot stand. Okay, and when these Russians are gonna fight against America, the Europe, European nations will also shoot their missiles eventually at America. You can read this in Revelation 17 or 16. 17 and verse 13, if I'm correct. It says, Revelation 17 and 13. Let me start at verse 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which speaks about Europe, which have received no kingdom as yet, so they don't have their own rulership, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. So they have a certain power that they get, these European nations, with America. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. These shall make war with the Lamb. Okay, they want to make war with Yahushai. And the Lamb is Yahushai. And the Lamb shall overcome then. Yahushai is going to win in the end anyway. For he is Lord of lords and King of kings. And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. Jumping to verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Okay, so the beast, the whore, Salakia, is America. Okay, America is the great harlot. Okay, they have all these filthy things that they be pushing in the media. They do these crazy rituals. These artists worshiping Satan, these elites worshiping Satan. Everybody is mimicking America. Okay, they are the big devils here. Okay, they are known as Babylon. So what is gonna happen? The horns, Europe, which thou sawest upon the beast, shall hate the whore. Something will happen that Europe is gonna hate America and turn their back to America, even though they are in the NATO. You know, it says, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Okay, what type of fire? Nuclear missiles. All right, they're gonna shoot nuclear missiles at America. So here, like Rutte said, we got to prepare for war. The scripture says it, man. The scripture says it. It says, Joel 3, verse 10. Let me start at verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Okay, prepare yourself for war. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. So this is what the Gentiles should be doing. And that is what is happening right now. Okay. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. A plowshare and the pruning hook is actually an instrument for agriculture. If you are a farmer, you have these instruments to farm the land. But symbolically, you're going to change it into a sword. Okay, so symbolically, the finances that go into the agriculture, to the farming, to the food, is now going to go to what? To weapons, to defense, for war, etc. Okay, like Rutte just said. And I believe not I believe, I made a video a few months ago that Holland already is going to spend, I believe, 24 billion or million on their defense, on their military. So it's coming, man. All right. It's in progress. Okay, it takes a while for these things to play out, and before the climax hit, of the World War III, the chip has to come first, the MOTB. Okay, the mark of the beast. You can read about it in Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. Okay, let me read it real quick. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, and it says, "And he caused it all, and he caused it all." He speaking about the elites of the so-called white man, Esau. Okay, the biblical nationality is Esau, Edom. They are not white; they're actually red. Okay, you can see their blood through their skin. The color white is pure; they're not pure. Both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. It doesn't matter who you are, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. The word mark goes into charachma, okay, which means the chip. And that no man might buy or sell, not necessarily only in your right hand or in your forehead, because people say, well, what if it's in your left hand? It means in your hand, somewhere you can use it. Okay, in your forehead, meaning in your brain. Okay, people are gonna have a brain chip like a Neuralink from Elon Musk. Okay, it says here, and that no man might buy or sell, not only literally only a man, okay, but everybody that doesn't have this chip. Okay, save he that had the mark. You see, so save he that had the mark. Not that you're gonna be saved if you have this mark, the charachma, but it's old English. It means only the ones that have the mark are gonna be able to sell and buy anything in the society that is to come. All right, or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Now, let me go to the book of Matthew, chapter 24, because as you read in the article, this is rumors of wars. Okay, the wars not necessarily happening yet on a grand scale between the NATO, Russia, the EU. You do see fights happening in the Middle East, which the Middle East, is where the valley of Yehoshaphat is. Okay, the battle of Armageddon, like the Bible speaks about. The Most High is gonna gather all the nations in the Middle East to fight against each other. But right now, on a bigger scale, is rumors of wars. It says here, Matthew 24, verse 6, and ye shall hear of. Let me start at verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, who is he? Yahushua. He was sitting on the Mount of Olives. The disciples came unto him privately, saying, Who are the disciples? The followers of Yahushua. Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? The word world here means age, okay, rulership. The period that the so-called white man is ruling. When will it end? And when will the kingdom come? Where the Israelites are gonna rule. So jumping to verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Is that not what's happening right now? We're hearing about wars. NATO, the leader of NATO just said, we got to prepare ourselves for war. All right. See that ye be not troubled. Don't worry too much about this, man. For all these things must come to pass. It must happen. But the end is not yet. Okay, we're getting towards the end. Okay. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines, which is hunger, and pestilences, which are diseases. Okay, your body's at dis-ease. Okay, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So let me go back to the article. Oh, wait. Because I spoke about the valley of Yehoshaphat, the battle of Armageddon, Salakia. So let me read this. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 10 again. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. The finances from the farming go to the defense for war equipment. Let the weak say, I am strong. The weaker countries are now going to say that they are strong because now they also have nuclear capabilities. They also have nuclear missiles. Okay, they now have the power to launch a missile all the way to America. Okay, assemble yourselves and come to get and come, all ye heathen. Who are the heathen? All the people that are not of the nation of Israel. And gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause the mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be waked and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Okay, it says Jehoshaphat, but in the Hebrew, Jehoshaphat, which means the valley of judgment. Okay, the valley of the Lord's judgment. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Okay, so from there, let's go to the book of Revelation because I spoke about the battle of Armageddon. Where is it? Um, let me see. Armageddon. Revelation chapter 16, verse 16. And he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. And in the Hebrew, it's not Armageddon because you don't have the letter O in the Hebrew. You only have the letter A and the letter I. Okay, E. I don't know how you say it in the English. The E. In the Dutch, we say the E. So in the Hebrew, it's Armageddon, which means mountain of troops. Okay, so in the Middle East, you're gonna have you're gonna have the troops, the military of all different countries coming together to fight. Okay, that is where the war is gonna be. You know, the World War III in the Middle East, as you see right now happening with the land where the small heads live. These fake, you know, people that call themselves Jays. You know, I cannot speak about it because they take this video down. You have them fighting against the fake people in the land of the chosen ones against Palestine. Holland sent troops over there a while ago. America, USA is sending money over there. Turkey is mingling themselves. Iran, Russia, you know, all these countries are gathering into the Middle East. And the climax will be that America is going to be totally destroyed with nuclear fire. And the land of Israel is also going to be destroyed with total nuclear fire. But the difference will be that the land of Israel is going to be built back. Okay, because that is where our kingdom is going to be. Of course, it's going to be built back. But in the land of America, nothing except animals and desert creatures will be there. Okay? Hey, Shalom. Shalom, Makia. Nothing but desert creatures in America will live. Okay? Nobody will be living there. Okay? It's done, man. America is done for. Okay? So it says here, Isaiah 13, keep spelling this word, but tamayam wa amat in sincerity and truth. Yawarata sa sincerity and truth. Tawada. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yashai, of course. So this is Isaiah 13, verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which are the Russians, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. You cannot bribe them, you cannot buy them off. Okay, these Russians. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, their missiles, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. These missiles don't matter. They don't care if you are a child, if you are grown as person, if you are old, if you are young. These missiles, they come for everybody. Okay? And Babylon, America, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, you see, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. Okay, these people from Arabia always have shops in certain countries. They always have a store that they can open. But even they won't be in America. It's gonna be destroyed, man. Only creatures. Okay, it says here, verse 21. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in the desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. meaning reptiles, you know. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. America's gonna be destroyed, man. Desert creatures are gonna live there. Okay, so much blood has been shed upon that land. You know, look at what it did to the Native Americans, what it did in the transatlantic slave trade to the southern tribe of the nation of Israel. It's too much, man. That land is done. Okay, the Most High is gonna destroy it. The fire in LA that you saw, that's just the beginning, man. That's just the beginning of many more things to come in that place, man. So let me go back to the article because I read an article about the leader of the NATO, which says that we should put more money into the defense and prepare for war. So it says here, he also warns the other NATO countries that they must prepare for war. According to him, that is the only way to keep the peace. So yeah, the article goes on, but basically the point is, like we read in Joel chapter 3, okay, the nations are gotta be gathered together and they preparing for war, man. Okay. Keep your eyes open. Okay. It's not a time to play around, man. Okay, war is coming. So I hope with that, it was edifying, and I want to give all praises and the highest honor to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akim across this world, who will spread his knowledge and truth and sincerity. Also, shalom to the few sincere brothers and sisters out there who are also listening to this word. Okay, and may the election be upon your households. Okay, so the brother had one more scripture, as you see here, Psalms 68, verse 20. Let me see. He that he that is our God, he that is our power, is the power of salvation. Khan. And unto Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, the Lord, belong the issues from death. Okay, he decides everything, man. So keep your eyes open, man. You don't want to fall into the hands of the Most High. If you think that you can do anything against the Lord and can escape death, can escape judgment, think again, man. You ain't escaping him. Okay, he decides if you die a horrible death or if you just die in your sleep. He decides all these things, man. He decides if you get taken by the nuclear fire or if you're gonna be safe with the chariots. Okay, so we're waiting on salvation, man. We're waiting on Yahweh Shai's return. Okay, so with that, I hope it was edifying, and I'm gonna say shalom to all y'all.